jukebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan in my boombox, still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I got magic, I'm bound to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm bound. Man stressed, so I'm bound to lie my slips. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young boy take man's things. Try to tell me I'm way too big to rebel. Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out, rude boy, you're never too big for Adele. Leave my yard, blow a kiss to my girl. Salute to my sister as well. Gotta keep trophies down at my mum's bit. Man, I'm getting way too big for my shelf. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple bangs in the pipeline. Man, I got grown men at me. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for this. Should've looked after your kids. Get out the booth, go home to your son. It's never too late to commit. It's like man love, put my name in a random flat, get a plane to Qatar. This year I learned how to take care of business. Next year I'll learn.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game is a Super Bowl 50 rematch featuring two of the top linebackers in the NFL. It's Brandon Marshall going up against Luke Kuechly.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Anderson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And he rifles one incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now.
From the gun, here's Simeon. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. A dump off here to Stewart. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the second straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in sports, that defense travels and defense is a constant? Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were 3rd overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5-11 in 2017 for Denver.
Here we go now. Green 3.
On first down, it's Simeon. Green with a catch left side. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They give it to Anderson. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. Anderson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
To throw on second is Simeon. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the I. Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They snap it to Simeon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas there to make the grab. And the Broncos are in for 6. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Now Stewart on first down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Newton on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think?
Emmanuel Sanders. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, Simeon. And Green with a catch left side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's go.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now Simeon on 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Shift together here from the D-line. They start the third quarter on the ground with Stewart. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
To throw on 3rd down, Newton buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
shotgun snap for Simeon. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 23 yards on the play. Now a first down throw for Newton. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They start the drive with Anderson. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A first down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still three-score game, though, fourth quarter. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down. A swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Benny Fowler, 27 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead is now 24. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On first down, it's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again, Newton. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Todd Davis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Newton on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Out of the gun, Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Gano out to kick this one away. Cody Latimer now on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. To throw is Newton. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Shaquille Barrett from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game is a Super Bowl 50 rematch featuring two of the top linebackers in the NFL. It's Brandon Marshall going up against Luke Kuechly.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. So quick on the spin.
Oh, he's spinning, man.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to Stewart on 1st. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
2nd down and just 1. In motion, left Shepard. Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Newton. And the tight end Dixon left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To throw on second is Simeon. His throw incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Throwing on third down, Simeon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On first down, Newton. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
From the 50, Newton. He hits Stewart in the flat. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down, 8. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right near the 27th. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now Newton. Trying to improvise. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, they run with Stewart. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The give to the fullback on the dive. He will push his way down to about the 14. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. Now he's forced out left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Newton gives off to Stewart. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Stewart, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart taking it in, and the Panthers add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move?
C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Bronco score. C.J. Anderson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 26. A great run that time by Stewart. 54 yards on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Second down following the incompletion. The toss play, Stewart. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Third and long, it's Newton. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now Stewart. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Escaping the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On third down, Jonathan Stewart. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Nifty move. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Simeon. Now he's forced out right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. A swing pass caught. A good pick up there, 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And McManus able to put it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. But pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners that gave up a lot of big plays.
Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. Slot man moves right. Off the fake to Booker, it's Simeon. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. The handoff to Stewart running left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Newton now to throw. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
20.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a give running left with Anderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on third down for the Broncos. 45 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run for it with Anderson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Simeon now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now Simeon on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Mario Addison in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This is Stewart again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Simeon going to rush his guys to the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. K1 short. In there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. He'll look to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The busy night continuing for Stewart. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the...
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a if I could just make a dance that goes with this song, then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
Hello, everybody. everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game is a Super Bowl 50 rematch featuring two of the top linebackers in the NFL. It's Brandon Marshall going up against Luke Kuechly.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 22-yard line with the Denver Broncos. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And some space here. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Now it's Newton. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Simeon. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Fresh off the pick six, it's Simeon. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
3rd down now following the completed pass. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They are going to go. It's Simeon. And Fowler's got it. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be good for a Denver first down.
I know they got the first down, but, Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now Simeon looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Simeon. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time.
Here we go.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll run. Anderson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Simeon's going to keep it, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Trevor Simeon taking it in, and the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed, and for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line, but sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now Stewart on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Newton. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go now.
On first down, it's Simeon. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, here's the run with Anderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Buying time to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Simeon. This is Booker on the dump off. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. In motion left, Shepard. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Newton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right at the 20. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run it again with Anderson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The slot man in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw, Simeon. And he whips one in there complete. That's Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, 26 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The handoff comes to Stewart. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Newton on first down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Wake up. Wake up. Switch.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Von Miller able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for Carolina. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
10th carry now for Anderson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. Get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people.